Okay, I'm making this kind of quick, but if you can guess by what's in the thumbnail and all this, what I'm gonna go get right now, or start working on going in. I don't pick it up properly till tomorrow. I'm just getting it ready to go, and you probably already know what it is. And I'm really fucking excited. So, I got everything loaded up. Now, what this thing is, it's got a little bit of rust on it, and it needs a little bit of love. But for what I'm buying it for, I don't think I can beat it. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and snap my fingers to when we're there, and I can give you a full breakdown on what I just bought and how awesome it is. Okay, so I just pulled up. There it is, in all our glory. I am buying a car trailer, and they've actually mowed since the last time I've been here, so that makes life a lot easier. The first time I'm seeing it in the light really well, but you can guess what those tires are for. This one's not dismounted at all. That one's flat as a whistle. We're missing one over here, so 1, 2, 3. It's 5 lug. It's flat too. So I got my jack and stuff, and he's gonna clean all this junk off. I am not, but it's a nice trailer, and I'm getting it for like $12.50. Steel deck, a non-rusted out steel deck at that. The nice big garters on the side. Non-removable fenders as far as I can tell, so I'm gonna have to fix that. And the license plate holder here is messed up, but I mean, come on, for the price I'm getting it for, we can fix it up. Just look at the deck. I mean, it's clean. There's no rust holes. It's got some surface rust, that's about it. It's got the nice big tire carrier, like big old, put all my tires on, roll the race car underneath. You know, the jack mount is messed up. It looks like it's got a pivot mount, but I don't know. I'll probably just weld one onto the side over here to tell you the truth. But yeah, so today, this is like 5 o'clock on Friday. I came to jack this up, put it on jack stand, get that tire off, get those 2 tires off, take it back to my shop and mount them. That's what we have these for, and I have an extra room at the shop I can use till my new rim comes in, so I'll have 4 when I tow it. Does need some love. I think it's gonna need new lights. This is a 5-pin by the looks of it, 6-pin, and even at that, it's destroyed. It's gonna have to be rewired from the ground up, which is fine. It's not much. I do want to eventually run like a light bar there, and then like pod lights on the back and pod lights on the front, and then have it all in a tongue box that's on a switch. So basically you can just switch, but it's got these nice, it's got these nice D-rings. That's really nice. That's really, really nice. So, you know, I want to add some D-rings to the back if there aren't any. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not picking it up till tomorrow morning, and when I'm picking it up, he's taking this off and all that, and we'll see. I mean, it's look how thick it is underneath there. I mean, it's bulky. It needs to be cleaned. Needs a coat of paint. You know what I mean? Good pressure wash. So, but I mean, I guess without further ado, let's get started on cleaning this bad boy up. surprise, surprise, it even has fucking trailer brakes. Now, they're probably bad. I'm gonna have to mess with them and probably clean them up. But they seem fine. Everything seems like it's fine. So, yeah, that's a nice little thing. This thing is actually still got some air in it, too. I'm gonna swap some actual trailer tires on it because these are car tires, and clean it up a little bit with some black spray paint. But still, I mean, fuck. A trailer's a trailer. I've been wanting to travel so much, and this is gonna let me do it. So I'm actually gonna drop this side onto these two jacks and raise the other side. All right, so I got the first tire off. It's been sitting so hard and so long that it's flat on the bottom. So this is great and all, but the one tool I forgot to bring was my half-inch breaker bar, because I was like, nah, I won't need it. Well, guess what's stuck there? That LUT is cross-threaded on. I noticed it wasn't tight when I first went to pull it off, but it's on there. It's not, I mean, my half-inch, I mean, absolutely nothing. So, this is my buddy Andrew Mustang Lifestyle's house that it's at. It's his landlord's trailer that he's selling me. I'm gonna go ask to borrow a half-inch breaker bar, and we'll get that jimmy broken off. I'm gonna have to relug all of these. I got an air hammer and stuff to do it. It's gonna need it though. They're all pretty bad. So I just needed enough to get home, and I'm not driving home with this tire on. So we're gonna go ahead and pull that off. Now I'm gonna go get a half-inch breaker bar and go from there. So I got that tire off. It's still a little hot, really hot. I ended up just snapping the stud in half. I don't really care. Like I said, I gotta replace those studs. It's pretty easy, just but yet again, trailer brakes, and all I have trailer brakes, but they spin freely. That was my biggest concern, was whether or not these bad boys would spin freely. Might be worth replacing the bearings, but I'll let that date come to pass. This side, the fender itself is rotting out a little bit. Not bad, just some bubbling, but I was thinking about cutting these fenders off anyways and making them removable. That way I don't have to, you know, climb through the window every time I get in and out. But although I think with how long this trailer is, I'll be able to pull the car forwards enough to where that really won't matter unless I'm doing it for weight distribution. This thing is long though. I mean, like, it definitely feels longer than an 18-foot. I'm almost thinking this might be a 20, because this is really long. I'm gonna get a tape measure on it and figure that out. I also want to kind of clean some of the junk off the front of it so he doesn't have to do it tomorrow. Just makes my life easier. And I can clean the, I want to take a look about getting a jack on it. I'll probably see if I can steal this chunk for now. But yeah, that and this clasp is seen better days, I'm gonna go ahead and say. Gotta see if I can get it rotational before I leave. It's got chains. Good chains at that, too. Or, not that good of chains. Fuck. I mean, look at that. It's not even connected. So I'm assuming this blue wire is for trailer brakes. All of this is getting scrapped. It's gonna go to a 7-pin. It's gonna go to a 7-pin. Gonna get a trailer box put up here. I want to put a winch on the very front. I don't know if I want to mount the winch a little higher. Maybe build some sort of platform off the back. I don't know. This is gonna be one of my first real big fab projects or something like that. So we'll just give it a shot. I almost wonder, with how these tubes are, if this whole bar mechanism is fucking removable. That's gonna be something for future me to figure out. Is that a rust hole? I hope that's not a rust hole. We'll see. There may be a couple small stuff, but like I said, it's still in pretty decent condition for what it is. So I really can't complain. Like, my foot's not going through it. There might be some corners, maybe water got down in there and sat. Maybe you just had, you know, something that's cheap isn't gonna be perfect, but I can fix it at least. So let's keep digging. So I just noticed this. That's a whole ass anthill filling up all the way almost to the top. You can kind of see all the ants scurrying around. But I'm gonna have to hit this with fire in order to fix this. So, or try and break it loose. That's fun. That means this whole hog is infected with ants, which is nice, I guess. That's interesting. And unfortunately, the 2 tires, that one and the one laying over there, are 6 lug, not 5. So those are useless to me. And I'd say that is a flat tire. I mean, that is concave, caved in. Like, I don't think that's gonna hold air. No sorry. It's dead. Oh, no bueno. So we're gonna load that up, get my new tires thrown onto it, and they're actual trailer tires, not Goodyear Wranglers. So I don't understand why they do that, but you know, to each their own. I'm gonna keep working on this and start cleaning that up and getting that so it works. So, I've kind of worked this loose. And as far as I can tell, what happens is you back your car up, you drop it on, and then all you have to do is somehow, when your car drops in, it causes this to shut, so a little something like that, or it hits it like that, and then it pops forwards. When it pops forwards like that, it locks onto the ball. The only problem here is that the spring mechanism, and this is still really fucking strong. Like, holy shit. I'm working it free. It kind of sprung out a little bit. I think it's supposed to spring out more than that. And when your car drops in, it pushes it in. You're supposed to, I guess, hit that with a hammer, and it pops forward when that locks it down. I like this more than that tongue lock shit, but it's definitely different. And this is covered in ants. So I got it freed up. I'm definitely gonna have to hit that, possibly take the pin out or put a stronger spring in there. Almost kind of see how the mechanism works. I don't know. So I don't know, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it for here. I'm gonna go ahead and take these tires over there, load them up in. We'll go to my shop and we'll go ahead and put them on, load up, so tomorrow first thing I can come here and throw them on and, you know, hit the road. So those are now looking a million times better compared to what they were before. And now I'm just waiting for them to dry. I got the fan pointing them. Just before I go to mount them, I'll hit them with the heat gun a little bit. Now, you may be asking, what about the 4th tire? Trailers have 4 tires. There's only 3 rims. Why can't with 3 rims? Well, I actually have over here a spare rim and tire for my other work trailer that we don't even keep with the trailer. Like, we barely ever use said trailer. So I'm just gonna buy another trailer, tire rim, give it to the company, and I'm gonna take this tire off and leave it off to the side and mount my tires, one of my extra tires, on this rim. I'm in a bit of a pinch, that's why I'm doing it. Otherwise I'd just order one and mount it and leave that one alone. So it is what it is. I'm gonna get those tires swapped onto that one, and then we're gonna mount those tires, and then the next scene after that will be us picking the trailer up. So all right, so it's the next morning. I got all 4 tires mounted, nice and painted white. Looks a million times different. I didn't finish mounting them last night because the sidewalls were really soft and I couldn't actually manage to get them to seat. And I don't have the bead blaster to blast it, so I've been here at Walmart for the last fucking like 2 hours getting these mounted. Sorry, I'm just ran with those tires, I'm a lot of breath. But I'm a little late, but I'm on my way. I'm gonna go put those tires on and get that trailer home. So let's get going. Okay, so I'm sorry I did not record much of me picking the trailer up. The dude that owns it was kind of weird, like sketchy weird, like probably does drugs. Not my problem. I got a bill of sale, got the trailer, it's mine. As you can see, we're rolling down the road with it. Kind of hard to see in the mirror, so I'm trying to stay on my side of the road. One of my spare tire, the one that from my other trailer, actually has a different lug pattern I learned when I went to try and put it on. So that sucks. I'll have to get a different rim and mount that tire and so on and so forth, but I'm not even worried about it. Other than that, pretty good. So I'm currently cruising back, trying to get home and give my father back the work truck so he can go do a couple things. And I'll pick it up there. We can go over the trail a little more in person now that it's at my house and not some crazy place. So I'll catch y'all in a minute. There she is. It was a little hectic towards there driving home. I had to return the truck to my father. It's a work truck and he needed it for something that he didn't tell me about ahead of time. So I was kind of in a scramble, so I just kind of dropped it here. I just put all the tools back in the van. But yeah, pardon the lean. It's not actually bent or anything. That side's the one without the tire because my one spare, like I said, was the wrong lug pattern. And this whole hill sloped like that. But it's actually really solid. And I just went ahead and measured it, and it is 18 foot from the very front of the deck to here. Not the tongue, but the deck. The tongue acts an extra 4 or 5 feet, so it's probably closer to 20 foot total. But it's actually got nice trailer lights on the bottom and this nice plate thing that I'm gonna have to fix over here. And it looks rusty as hell. It's not. Everything passes the kick test nice and fine, including these fenders. These are the one I was worried about the most, just so you can see the surface bubbling. But everything passes the kick test over there and over here. Probably gonna bend these rails out just because they're fucked up. I've got one big D-ring there, but nothing there or around the rest of it, so I'm probably gonna end up putting some D-rings and stuff on it. I'm kind of jibber-jabbering, but yeah, I stole this thing. I can't wait to start using it. But just to give you a little bit of an overview, what I really plan on doing is I want to make this trailer nice. I want to make this trailer so when you see it, you go, damn, that's a brand new trailer. And it's not. It's really fucking old, actually. I got a bill of sale for it. It actually has 2 ramp slots for 5-foot ramps. I want 7 foot, so we're gonna have to do like something similar to what Taylor Ray did, and go up under there and cut some stuff and modify and weld. It's got like a hitch receiver here almost. What for exactly? I have no clue. The shadow's kind of blocking it. And it's got these nice flip down. The other one on the other side is stuck, but this one came down while I was driving. Flaps so that you would flip it up and lock it through there, and that would shut your ramp in there. So I'm definitely gonna try and straighten those out and reuse them. It's got all this nice pinstriping that's kind of fucked up, so I'm gonna paint over them and maybe I'll get it repinstriped. You never know. It's got this nice channel for the rail to sit in. It's full of dirt, like disgusting dirt, but it's there. If you walk around, it's like I said, a couple of these are bent in. I'm gonna replace all the lights with LEDs just because I don't know what the state of these lights are. And it's actually already has trailer brakes, like I said, so I'm gonna just wire them up so they work. I'm obviously gonna get a rim over here that matches. I'm gonna repack all the hubs, even though they all seem okay. I'm just gonna repack them just to be fucking safe. I gotta replace all the studs anyways. On that one wheel I broke it off. I want to get a trailer box, put a trailer box here, and it's gonna have 2 ways of getting it powered. I'm gonna put a new 7-pin on it to replace this grody messed up 6-pin that you can't even use because half the pins are destroyed. Looks like it's scraped on the ground. This is actually the trailer brake wire, ironically. It was severed when I picked it up. But what I'm gonna do I'm gonna put a trailer box here. I'm actually gonna mount in the mount a winch, probably right here. In the trailer box will be my deep cycle, a shore power charger, so I can just plug an extension cord in. But it's also gonna be powered from the 7-pin trailer plug to charge. So we'll have a winch right here, probably along the side instead of dead center in the middle, but I might do a dead center in the middle if I can find something to make it work, because I want it to swivel away so I don't have anything hanging down while I'm trailering, because a lot of times you'll get trailers where they have that stuff that hangs down continuously, and then as you go over bumps and stuff like that, it wants to hit stuff. It happens a lot with my work van, and I'm definitely not towing this with the work van, but it still would be nice to fix that problem. So we'll get some of the swivel. I want to stick some sort of light bar on here, maybe hanging down, looking this way. I want to stick a corner light here and there, maybe over here and over here too. I'm not sure exactly. And then I also want to hook a corner light up on the back corners of the two fenders. So basically, on the outside, I'll have weatherproof switches of the trailer box, and I can just hit the switches and turn each individual light on. Well, I'll have one switch for the two back lights, one switch for the two one for the light bar. So if I'm loading up at night, I can just flick on the switch and have everything be nice and lit up just from the fucking trailer. Because I've noticed loading up at OSW at night, there isn't a whole lot of light and it's hard to see what the fuck you're doing. And of course, it's got the nice tire rack. I gotta devise some way of doing this. I might just take a pipe, run it through, and then drill 2 holes for pins on each side of it, or maybe something that comes out and swings down. I don't know. We'll play that one by ear. Or maybe it comes side and the pin holds the side piece in. Not sure. Not exactly sure. So, and we're gonna bend these out, obviously, and we're gonna give it a fresh coat of black paint. The wheels look good on it. Not the, can't tell on the rest of the trailer, but the wheels look good. Can't tell other than the broken studs and missing lugs. But yeah, so I think that's gonna be it for this video. It's probably getting pretty long now between yesterday and today. And today's been chaotic, and now I'm gonna go hang out with my buddies at OSW for Frankenslide. So I'll catch y'all guys in the next one.